Now let's take a moment and see what would happen if we didn't pursue drug criminalization. In a country where drugs are decriminalized, people who are reliant on drugs could receive adequate help from medical professionals and undergo rehabilitation. This would be more effective in addressing addiction rather than turning into law enforcement, which simply only enables the negative cycle to continue. Instead of jailing people for drug-related incidents, we could strengthen our healthcare infrastructure to support their journey to recovery. This will be further discussed later in this video. Now that you have seen the impact that decriminalisation can create, let's put this into context. In 2022, the Australian government spent 65% of its illicit drug countermeasure budget towards law enforcement, which accounts to approximately 3.5 billion Australian dollars. Yet, as a society, we are still observing high rates of overdose and drug-related death. In contrast, we have seen a country flourish with our proposed reforms. After decriminalisation in 2001, Portugal has seen drug-related deaths and overall usage remain consistently below the European Union average, with only 6 deaths per million people in 2019, comparative to the European Union average of 23.7 people per million in the same year.
So what are we asking of you? It's simple. As Citizens for Drug Harm Reduction, we need your support and joint advocacy in our 3-pronged action plan. The first leg of this plan is to run a multi-platformed awareness campaign that we've dubbed Clear Path Australia. Running across social media, TV, and local events, it will dispel the rumours surrounding the criminalisation of drugs, highlighting the ineffectiveness of criminalisation. Partnering with journalists and newspapers, television and other experts, we will instead reframe the issue as one that requires support and rehabilitation. This will combat the erroneous belief that penalisation of drug use is the only way forward. It's not, and you can help us forge a better path. The second prong involves humanising the issue and relies upon stories and testimonies. This will combat the denialist mindset we see ingrained in the current status quo. Contrary to this belief, treating drug users as criminals is not effective. Experts from the Australia Institute agree, and through partnering with former drug users and advocates like Harm Reduction Victoria, we will establish that criminalisation causes harm, and what we need is instead kindness. This will generate the momentum we need to be drivers of change. Finally, with this foundation, we will advocate for the reallocation of resources through policy change. We need dedicated, progressive and compassionate people like you to help ignite this change by bringing up where we could better use these funds. Instead of the pipeline to jail, why not put money towards rehabilitation? If we mobilise and apply pressure to targeted individuals in government, we can get this issue to the floor. So join us and be one of the leaders who unlock solutions rather than locking people behind bars.